Hey guys, it's Wolf here. So in this video I'm going to explain you zkEVM on how I understand it. So zero knowledge proof and Ethereum virtual machine. And this is huge to understand because I think that there's a couple of, ways to make tons of money with this information. So that's why I want to share it, and you have to know this if you want to be on the cutting edge of the crypto space. So let's jump into it. So the first thing with blockchains is that, there's the layer ones, and the layer ones, the biggest layer ones right now are obviously Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let me show you here. So the layer one has to be secure and decentralized. So it has to be trusted, right? Because everything is going to build on top of it. So it has to be secure and decentralized. Okay. So if you look at the biggest layer ones, Bitcoin and Ethereum, on Bitcoin you can't build on top of it because it's like a calculator. It only understands numbers. So if you go read the white paper, it's peer-to-peer cash, system. But with Ethereum, when it was created, Ethereum has this thing called Ethereum virtual machine, EVM, which makes it that you can build smart contracts on top of Ethereum virtual machine. You can build logic inside the code and do all these great things. So it's like a word computer. Okay, so Ethereum virtual machine. So Ethereum has that advantage. Okay, you can build on top of it, and it's secure and decentralized. Okay, so that's great. And so what we're going to do, the zk right now, so that's scaling solution. So the point of layer one is secure and decentralized, and you can build on top of it, right? So that's what Ethereum is right now. It's the number one. And then we have the scaling solutions, because the transactions are so slow and so expensive because of the chain is so full. Okay, the chain is there's just so many users on Ethereum right now, and so many people use it, so the chain gets clogged up. Okay, so that's why we need the scaling solutions for that, and that's where the zk comes in. So let me explain you this. So let's put this like this is the Ethereum main chain. Okay, and that is constantly full, and it has this old action system that I'm not going to go more in depth into. Vitalik has talked about this. So it has its old system, so you can see, for example, gas bars. But what the more true point here is that the Ethereum stamps the transactions as one, so it goes like boom, 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 boom. So this is slow, and it's expensive to go like this, boom. So one by one. Okay, so then in the middle of the last bull run there was this thing called Polygon, and Polygon was a side chain and still is. So it's a new chain, so it doesn't have that many users, so it was much faster. Okay, and so what people did, that they took their Ethereum from the Ethereum mainnet and bridged it over to Matic Polygon. Okay, so then the gas fees were very small, and the transactions went faster because it's a new chain and it's also a newer technology, right? However, like I talked about with the layer one, the Ethereum mainnet layer one is secure, okay, and decentralized. Okay, and the new Polygon, so this is Polygon, is not so secure and not so decentralized. So when people bridge their assets from Ethereum to Polygon, it's not as the funds are not as safe as on Ethereum. Okay, so that's why a lot of people don't bridge their assets to Polygon right now, and I think that's why Polygon right now is not a long-term solution. Okay, but what they are coming up with right now is the zk roll-up system. So it's a new kind of way to roll the transactions, and I'm going to explain you how they are going to do it. So they have, for example, bought Hermes, the company, the zk rollup company. It's called Hermes. Okay, and there's also other zk rollups, but I'm just using Polygon as an example right now. There's also Starkware, ZK Sync, Scroll, and others who are trying to do this, because this is a new technology. It's very hard to do. Not a lot of teams can even pull this off. The build ZK rollups, by the way, it's so hard. So what it basically means is, okay, so this is not scalable because you have to bridge the assets here, and it doesn't share the security and decentralization of Ethereum mainnet, because you bridge the assets off from mainnet to Polygon. Okay, so it's not. It was a little bit like scaled. People used it, but in the long term, it's not the right solution. So what the zk rollup does is right now. So this is the Ethereum mainnet. Okay, again, and it's secure and decentralized, right? And now this is the Polygon, the new where they are moving from. They haven't moved out yet, but right now, so it's EVM compatible, which means that right now when you move the assets here, not right now, but it's going to be. So right now, let's say that you have your assets here on Polygon, sorry, Ethereum mainnet, okay, and you move the assets here from here. They actually are still, the transactions will still settle on the Ethereum mainnet, so which means that it's centralized, it's secure and decentralized, okay, instead of being centralized. Okay, so it's decentralized and secure. So the transactions, you know, so this is the Polygon. So the transactions go from Ethereum mainnet to Polygon as a scaling solution because it's now it's EVM compatible. It's zkEVM. Okay, so now the transactions settle actually on Ethereum mainnet, which makes them secure and decentralized. Okay, so that's huge upgrade. That is massive upgrade. That's like last time it didn't do it. You just breached and that's it. You lost the security and decentralization. But right now with the EVM, you have the Ethereum's security and decentralization, right? Now what the zk does is like I showed you here. So last time on the Ethereum mainnet it was slow because it's clocked up and it has this old system. It stamps the transactions as one, like boom, boom, boom. Now what the zero knowledge proof technology does, as now as the transactions come here, it batches them up. Let me show you here. It batches them up like this. So you have, so from here to here, for example, you have these transactions like this, right? So as a 1, 1, 1, 1. But what the zk rollup is it verifies that this is right, the point where it starts, and this is also right. So if these two match, okay, these automatically are also right. So it can, like, instead of going 1, 1, 1, it can just make this massive jump and have the proof that these others in the middle are also valid. So you have understand what I'm saying. So if you would, for example, in real life, if you would have eggs, so you on your, imagine right now, on your left side you have a pile of eggs. So you take one egg at a time. You can be sure, okay, so this is egg, and then you put it on your right. Okay, so this is egg, and put it on your right. Now, what if you started like taking massive stacks of eggs and just throwing them on the right side of yours? In the middle of those eggs there could be some kind of dirt, or there could be some kind of even chicken in middle of there, because if you took so much you don't know what's in the middle, right? But with the zk rollups, you know, if this is provable and this is provable through mathematics and cryptography, this is also provable. So it makes the chain go very fast because it batches the transactions in just, there's tons of transactions, and then it verifies that everything is okay, and boom, and then it sends it there. So if Polygon, for example, manages to do this, then you can use Ethereum mainnet. I don't know what my mouse is just crazy. Anyway, with this, the transactions are settling on Ethereum mainnet because there's EVM, but at the same time they are scaling because of the zero knowledge proofs. Okay, so that means that you can use Ethereum scalable, like be scalably fast, but still having the security and decentralization of Ethereum. And this is huge. Basically, who is going to win this? It's going to be the winner. I don't know how. It will probably take 1 year or 2 years to get to this point, probably. But I'm very excited about this because this is huge. Okay. Right now we have optimistic rollups, but with optimistic rollups, there's the fraud proofs. It takes 7 days to breach them back, and they have these kind of issues. But zero knowledge proof is just superior to that. So I'm very waiting here for zk rollups. Very excited about this. So I hope that this helped you to understand it. So first of all, layer 1 has to be secure and decentralized, and EVM makes a layer 1 so you can build on top of it on the blockchain. So Bitcoin can't handle this. Okay, so this is Ethereum's job, and right now, so we have, and the scaling is going to be handled on layer 2, and how it's going to be handled. So last time in 2021 it was handled to just breach the new chain, and the chain is not so clogged up, so automatically it was faster and cheaper. But it's not going to be a long term because it doesn't share the Ethereum security and decentralization. But with the EVM, if the new chain is EVM compatible, it means that the transaction will settle on. So storage and computation is going to be handled here on the layer 2. Storage and computation. Okay, is going to be handled here on the layer 2, and then the it's going to be batched up and knowledge proof, but ultimately this transaction is going to settle on Ethereum main chain, so it's going to be centralized, secure and decentralized. Okay, so S stands for secure and D stands for decentralized. Okay, I hope that this helped you. Hey, let me know also if you have more information about this, and if I missed something or if I have something wrong, because I'm studying this myself and there's not a lot of people who understand this stuff. So I'm literally listening to experts around this. There's tons of I listen tons of like podcasts and just big brain guys talking about this. So this is how I have understood it. So let me know what your thoughts about this. So zkEVM is very, very important part of of the uh, well, like what's going to happen next. So hey, if you want to see, so Polygon is obviously right now, so as we Polygon has the chance to become the biggest zkEVM, so it's part of my portfolio. I have started to dabble a little bit on Matic, and I have used it. I have rich assets there, so I've been using it, and the fees are just ridiculously low. I like that. So if they nail the zkEVM and become leaders and first movers advantage, I think it has tons of potential. So it's part of my portfolio. If you want to see my portfolio, you can check out you can check out wolflopez.com, see the my free one. You can join there or just join the premium one. You can might as well join the both, right? So you can see more information there. And thank you so much for watching. See you inside the next videos, and if you like this video, smash the like and let me know in the comment section, or send me email or anything like that. And hey, thank you so much and peace out.